Alright, welcome to Good Seed Hustle. My name is Efe Good Seed. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create text effect in CorelDraw. Just watch me through step-by-step process in this video. If you are new to CorelDraw or you don't know how to create text effect in CorelDraw, this video is specially for you. So you'll be able to create different type of text effect in CorelDraw. The first and foremost is to know the kind of text that you will use, then also to know the effect that you will also use in your text. All right, so let's get started. Okay, I just typed this out. I'm going to look for a good font that I'm going to use for this. Let me go with this. All right, okay, let me go with this. Okay, let me look for another font. Probably I'll get a nicer font. Click on the contour tool to draw the contour. All right, when you are drawing your contour, it's better you get close. The closer you get to your object, better it is. Okay, I'm just gonna put a fill color here so that I'll be seeing my contour. I'll be seeing the difference. Okay, all right, I've created a contour for that. I'm gonna create a contour for the shadow also. All right, when you're drawing your contour, look at this edge. There is a contour corner, so you can choose the contour round, you can choose the contour bevel, you can choose the contour metered. All right, so I choose the contour round. All right, so click. All right, after you do your contour, you right click and you see the effect is always on the contour after you've done it. All right, so the most important thing to do now that you are done with imputing your contour is to go over to object and you say break object apart, break contour apart. Okay, this will separate the effect of the contour from the text. Okay, that means you can adjust your contour effect on its own. You will do the same thing for the shadow. Go to object and say break contour effect apart. Okay, or the shortcut for this is just Ctrl K. All right, Ctrl K on your keyboard is just it's the same thing. You can do this when you just click on the object and you say Ctrl K. You know, it breaks the contour away. All right, so I'm going to bring this text to the front. That's what I want. All right, so I'm going to give this a fountain fill color that desire. All right, so I'm going to click on the click here and I'm going to make this effect. I'm trying to create an effect. Okay, so I'm going to give it a color here now. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to this guy here, so I can just right click and drag to where the effect, to where the contour is, and copy fill. All right, you see there, the copy fill. So the main text, I'm going to give it white. All right, so the next thing to do now is I can group the stroke. The first text up here, I can group it together by clicking on Ctrl G. Or let me use my keyboard and just do it here. So just click on group, Ctrl G, look at it here. All right, so then I'm going to go to drop shadow and give it a drop shadow effect. Okay, that's what I'm trying to achieve. I'm going to give it a drop shadow effect. Okay, so this is it. This is one cool way to create a text effect all by yourself in CorelDraw. All right, so you can just anyhow you want it. Okay, so that's it for this. So I'm going to create another drop shadow effect right away now. So we're going to go with the next drop shadow effect on my agenda. Now you can also do something crazy again with this. Whenever you create an effect in CorelDraw, always do break apart, always do break apart, so that your work will be like break drop shadow apart. Okay, always do it so that your work will be light. Okay, so I'm going to click on group and I'm going to give this text another shadow of itself. Now I'm going to give it a shadow. Okay, I can adjust the shadow thickness, transparency from here. Okay, you see it. I can decide to adjust this now. Okay, and make sure I break it apart. Ctrl K, always break it apart. Ungroup this. I'm going to give it a shadow now. Click on the shadow, you drag your shadow. Okay, click on Ctrl K. Alright, so this is it. Okay, this is a cool effect you can create by yourself in CorelDraw. Okay, and one last thing, whenever you create your shadow, you see it's an effect on its own, and from my experience, this is not always nice. You can convert your shadow to curve to make it retain its quality, because most time when you save your work, from experience I found that when you save your work and you leave a shadow just the way it is, it could change when it moves, when you open it in another system. So make sure you convert your shadows, all your shadows, to curve. Okay, that's the only way you can be sure that this effect that you've imputed here is sustainable. Alright, so this is it. It's a cool effect. You can press your screen F9 to open the full effect so that you can see it on your system just the way it is, like this now. Alright, so that's it for this. So let's move on to the next cool effect now. Go to another page, double click, create a page color background, and I'm just going to type on this word group. So this is one effect that you can use. Where is this font? This is one effect that you can use as with shadow. Alright, so this is another cool effect that you can create by yourself in CorelDraw. Okay, this is I don't know the name, but I've seen this around the web. seen something like this, and I just feel it's cool for me to just show you. Okay, you can create this kind of shadow effect on CorelDraw. Just use it to create something creative. Okay, all right. So let's go create another text effect now. So all right, so I'm going to be creating this other effect. It's like a glitchy glitch kind of text effect. It's a very popular effect that is trending right now. Okay, I'm still going to be using the same font now. Okay, let me change this font. Let me turn it to all cap. And make it text white. So to create this effect, I need to create two different layers. Okay, one layer is going to be pink, which I'm going to take behind. I'm going to send behind, control page down, which I'm going to send behind, and adjust it. And I'm going to duplicate, control D. I'm going to make the other effect, the other color from this to this other side. Alright, so this is a kind of glitch effect I'm trying to show you that you can actually create using it right here on CorelDraw. Okay, so you can create this effect just like we have created. So within the shortest time, I've been able to create 3 different effects right now. Text effect that you can see. You don't need any extra software to create this on CorelDraw. Okay, it's a very simple text effect, and you don't need Photoshop to get this done. I know this is easy in Photoshop. You can get this done in Photoshop, and I'm showing you that it's possible. It's also possible. It's also possible in CorelDraw. That's why I'm doing this video, basically. All right, so you can create this effect by yourself. And that's it. So I'm gonna create one more effect, which has to do with which is almost like the first effect. All right, so I'm gonna create another one.